Oh, it's time for everybody's favorite foursome, the Talk of the Town Unfiltered, with Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town, Rich Girl, D. Marie, and DJ Green, bringing you the real, the raw, and the ratchet. Now let's get on with the show. What's poppin'? What's happening? Welcome to the latest and greatest edition of the Talk of the Town Unfiltered. You know me, it's Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. I got the Talk of the Town squad with me. DJ Green up in this thing. Green, what's poppin'?
What up? What up? I'm just ready to get this interview going.
All right.
I ain't got a whole lot to say.
And the one and only Rich Girl up in here,
only
RG.
Rich Girl, one and only. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube. You're on YouTube, you're viewing it right now. Hit that red button, subscribe to our YouTube.
Absolutely. D. Marie is not in the building. She's out doing hood rat things with all of her friends in the blackest of way possible.
Blackity black.
But we got a special guest along for the ride. We got the one, the only Mystikal in here. Mystikal, what's up, good brother?
I play with you. Gang. I don't even know what that means. Gang. What is gang? Anyway, listen, y'all gonna have to try me with DJ Green. I can't hear you, brother. I got you, Showtime, and I got you, Rich Girl. I can't. Nope. We got to do
we gonna figure it out. Green is proficient.
I love you, my nigga. There we go.
But Green is the questions I asked.
He proficient in sign language, so crazy. You know he does a lot of things.
Crazy, man.
Green is actually a gang member on the side, so he's gonna throw up some gang signs, and then hopefully you can just figure out and then what he says. Yeah. He's the world's oldest gang member, actually. So you know you can. So
that's. What's up, big guy? What's up?
Listen, so first and foremost, man, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you stepping in and building us with us and chopping it up with us on the show tonight. Definitely an honor to have you on the show, good brother. Definitely appreciate you being here. How's everything going with you and COVID-19? How are you? How's the family?
Good.
Yeah, everybody straight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's good, man. Thank y'all for having me too, man. It's kind of chopping up, but I got the gist of what you said. Yeah, thank you, man. We're surviving, hanging in there. Hanging in there.
Good.
You know, when I put my mask on when I feel like it. Sometimes the joke gonna be funny though. It ain't funny no more. Fuck. It ain't funny no more.
Right.
Yeah. Come on now, shit.
They gotta go in and get this thing going, man.
Yeah. Come on now, shit.
So huge week for you, man. So we definitely wanted to have you on the show so we can talk about your history and talk about the things that you've accomplished and where you've been, especially this week with the No Limit series going on. I know it's a huge week for you. So let's just dive right in it, man. Tell us about your early days as a rapper in the NO. I know you opened up for people like Dougie Fresh back in the day. You opened up for people like Run DMC. Just tell us a little bit about your early days as a rapper growing up in the NO.
It was tough. You had to be dope as fuck to make it. You know, back then you had to have some talent to be seen and heard. So now, you know, it's a little easier now. Back then it was I had to come with it. It was especially coming from the area I coming from the artists. They were biased in a negative way toward us. You know, we were country buckets. Y'all motherfuckers can't rap. And then I went out there and showed them, yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, us can. So, you know.
Yeah, so after high school, you decided that you were going to go into the military.
Right.
So you
went to the Army, right? You was the Army, right?
Army. Yep, go Army. Who will?
You went to Desert Storm?
Because I was Desert Storm. I did indeed. I didn't join because I was patriotic or no shit like that. I joined because I wanted to go buy me a BMW. You know what I'm saying?
Are you serious?
As soon as I joined, I'm very serious. As soon as I joined, you know, the United States hadn't had a conflict in over 20 years. The day I joined, like, man, we going to war, man. Come on now. So, you know, that's how that went.
So was that? Do you think that was was that the only option for you at the time? Did you think music wasn't going to pan out back then, or what?
No. I was a rapper. I was a rapper prior to going to the Army. I was a rapper prior to going in. As soon as I joined, we went to war, and the guys that I was, you know, working my whole life to get a break and make a record, they make a record as soon as I leave. Man, my timing was shitty. For real. So that's how that worked out. Yeah.
But it worked out for you
So
because after you got out, it worked out for you because after you got out, you was able to really make it.
It did. But although I didn't get the BMW, but it did work out. 4 years, 4 years, 4 years.
I think you got a little bit more than the
4 years.
BMW.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about. I want to
I get
talk
it.
to you about the influence that bounce music has kind of had on your career, right? Because bounce music,
The influence, what you say, Showtime? The influence that what?
that bounce music has had on your career.
Oh, okay. I was at odds with Bounce, man. I want to be known as a lyricist. Bounce wasn't no lyrical shit. There, shit, yo, booty. Keep saying that shit over there, yo,
Right.
yo, booty. Shit, yo,
Right.
you said that already, man. So
Right.
you know, I was in competition with that. And in New Orleans, all they wanted to hear was shake your booty. So I'm trying to come out there and rap with my fucking lyrics. They looking at me crazy, like nah, bro. So I had to kind of incorporate a bounce feel to it, or just just make it captivating to them, or make it funny or something. And I came up with a style. Sharpen up the bounce straight through the bounce market. Cut a slice clean through it, so it worked out.
Yeah,
So bounce actually helped me. It helped me hone my skills.
Yeah.
So it helped me. It helped me.
And a lot of people don't understand the importance or the impact that bounce had on music and culture today. Like the first use of the word twerk was in bounce music, right?
Oh yeah.
A lot of songs like the City Girls have
right,
sampled, like
right.
DJ Jubilee and the DJ Jimmy record have been sampled. So people don't understand that bounce is now kind of getting its just due. So I think it's fitting that in addition to all of the other sounds, the other dope sounds that have come out of New Orleans, that we now put bounce into that, because it's getting it's kind of getting worldwide recognition.
Definitely.
So I think that's important to understand what a melting pot for music New Orleans is, because you guys have bred some really, really great musical artists from back then until now. So what?
And it was fun too. It was a fun genre of music, and I'm definitely proud of it, because that's something that originated from us. That's something we came up with. That's something that we made. Even though, like I said, I was at odds with it, I still was a big fan of it. Still was a huge fan of it.
Right. That's dope. Now, and speaking of being at odds, so in 1995, let's go back a little bit. You dropped the track "Here I Go."
Telling on my age.
I didn't know he was back with Dougie Fresh.
Right.
Oh no, I was young. I was little. Dougie Fresh, they came before me. I was looking up. Yeah, I was in the audience.
Oh, okay. You was like a teenager.
Yeah. There was my influences, definitely.
So when you drop "Here I Go," I didn't realize until recently that "Here I Go" was actually a diss track, throwing a little bit of shots at.
No, maybe a line. I didn't have to. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, my phone keep ringing because of the No Limit Chronicles. Now I'm popular. Shit, I wasn't popular before I came on. Goddamn, stop it. I called my phone.
Right. So take us back to "Here I Go" real quick.
Back then, man, woman. Now I'm hot.
All on me.
Boy, Boost Mobile ain't shit. I'm lying. But you know that's Polo. Come on, come on now.
Here I go.
Okay.
So "Here I Go." I was saying that I was under the impression that I just found out that it was somewhat of a shot being thrown at Cash Money. So tell us about.
Yeah, that was. I actually started that beef because it started with like I said, that's where the beef between UNLV and myself came. They were bounce artists, and I was a lyrical artist. So I had a song called "Y'all Ain't Ready Yet," and I said 3 things I'ma never do. 1, I'm never gonna change my style. 2, never gonna bounce, meaning never gonna do no fucking bounce music, and never gonna bow. UNLV had a song called "Do the Headed Bow, Bow, Bow." You know what I'm saying? And so they took that as a slur, as they should have.
Right. Yeah. Wow. So then time goes on, and then you end up actually just going ballistic with the records. You start blowing up, and then you sign the Jive Records through No Limit, right?
But no. No Limit came after that.
So you already signed the Jive.
I was signed the Jive, and No Limit came after the Jive deal was kind of, it was kind of fizzling out. I was hard to market, man, back then. I was really hard to market. They know I was dope, but it still was hard to market. I guess the bias had a lot to do with it, especially in New York. Right, I get recognized. It'd be like a compliment sandwich they'll give me. They'll see me and be like, "Yo, you Mystikal." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, man. You got my music?" Fuck no, I listen to that shit, but I know who you are.
Right.
So is that a compliment or a diss?
Right.
So that's when P was growing as a company. I still was trying to do my thing as an artist, and he called me over there. He said, "Man, I've been watching you, man." He said, "The only thing you're missing, Mystikal, is a team." I said, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. I still was lyrical because, like I said, I was lyrical. They was, they was gangster rap. I wasn't no gangster. And the fucking gangster, I was come up here, I just rap, bro. I just rap. Then he got that checkbook out, shit. Nigga, I'm a gangster. Fuck all that.
What you want me to do? Bang, bang, nigga.
Yeah. Gang, 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 gang. Nigga, what that mean? What that mean? Yeah. Man, it was incredible, man. It was fun, man. It
was your style the same? Like the way you rap now? Were you rapping like that back then?
Yep. Well, it kind of evolved. I'm like a chameleon, so it evolved.
But how did you come up with this style? Yeah, how did you come up with this style? Like, I make a motherfucker say, "Oh yeah, you scream the grizzly bear, fight the bear." How did you come up with that?
Fight the bear. See, I don't know. It just evolved like that. I don't know.
So the first song you made, you sounded just like that.
No. From the first song I wrote, I sounded like LL Cool J, and I sounded like Ice Cube, and I sounded like Slick Rick, and I sounded like all the rappers that came before me.
Right.
Until I got my own style.
You found your own.
They were my outline, so I patented behind them, and they ain't need no two fucking Slick Ricks. They got Slick Rick already.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So it eventually evolved into the artist y'all see now. But I give credit to my brother Tim Smooth, rest in peace. He had a real smooth style, and we were sitting at the table writing and listening to him rap. It captivated me and it changed me. The next time I rapped after I heard him rap, it came out like what y'all hear now. From loud to low, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody fly to just want to by you like I do. I know y'all niggas that fucking me in that clip, but they try to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so, it's like, and it was so hard to record me. Sice was like, I hear you're peaking on the loud, but on the low part, I can't hear what you're saying. So he had to get he said he had to buy a compressor to record it. That shit was funny, man. So, that's how that happened.
So at that time, No Limit was putting out a whole lot of music. Like No Limit was putting out crazy amounts of music.
Not just putting out the music. No Limit was every fucking where. The movement that Master P launched. Said, brother, the dude had city bus rap with Master P shit on. You couldn't go no fucking. If you went to Piccadilly, Master P, something in that was gonna be Master P.
Y'all were like 100 deep, weren't y'all? Like 100 deep.
A lot of artists.
It was a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
And did y'all travel like that all the time, like 100 deep?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So, but with them putting out that amount
sometimes, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
With the volume of music that was coming out of No Limit, how was your work ethic affected at that time? Like, did you have that Master P work ethic going in?
Fuck no. Because I'm a burnout. You know what I'm saying? I put my everything into it. You know what I'm saying? Now, some songs, I didn't get on every song. I didn't get on every album, every song. I just made sure I was present and moved back. I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone. So that's how I did that, to keep myself fresh.
Is it true? I was doing some research and I never knew this, and I listened to it and I kind of figured that it might be true. But on the 504 Boys song, on the Wobble Wobble joint, is it true that you actually didn't record a verse for that song? You didn't come to the studio session and P had the engineer some.
I tell you like this. The first time you heard Wobble Wobble's verse, Mystical verse on Wobble Wobble was my first time in it too. I was like, wow. When I seen it said featuring Mystical, I said, okay, he must have an old verse. What he did was scotch tape a piece of my verse from this song and scotch tape it. The verse said, this is what the verse was. Watch it. Ow! I ain't never do that in concert. I don't know the words. I wasn't ready.
Oh, they took verses from 2 different songs you did.
3 or 4, I think. That shit was crazy.
And scotch tape them
For
together.
real. A scream from over here, a holler, a grunt from this song. Like, wow, real talk. Seriously.
But it look.
The show must go on.
Right.
So, he ain't had time to be fucking playing with me. I got him.
Don't stop no show.
At all. At all, for real. So that was crazy.
So one of the things, of course, we know that the BET special airs this week, and one of the things that I'm going to touch on this week is the beef between Suge and Master P. And I'll say beef loosely. I don't think it was a real beef. I think it might have been more of a clash of egos, so to speak. What was the vibe like around No Limit? Yeah, what was the vibe like around that time?
Master P was the boss, and he was he was a big brother figure, and to the younger ones, he was like a father figure. He sheltered us from that shit. It never got to us. But it never got to us. And shit, I already had a relationship with Suge. Man, Suge was cool. Suge came to one of my fucking concerts. I know he didn't mean to. He scared the fuck out of me. He didn't mean to. He did too. He was coming to show love. Man, that man walked in there, the whole fucking crowd part. I'm like, Moses in this bitch? What's going on?
I
He was,
know
he
it.
was, he was coming to this fucking stage to shake my hand, man. Like, wow, for
Wow.
real.
Oh, really?
Him and Juvenile, yeah. Wait, was it Juvenile or Peter Pop? Some fuck. I think it was Juvenile. It was
Might have been
Juvenile.
Peter, because him and Petey Pablo were hanging real tight at one time
Nah,
too.
that was Juvenile. I remember that.
Okay.
That's why I was confused. But it was Juvenile at that time. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. I was like, damn. I wasn't scared.
Okay.
So let's talk about. I think one of my favorite, probably one of my favorite No Limit songs has got to be "Make 'Em Say." And I think everybody has a favorite No Limit song. Mine has got to be "Make 'Em Say." Green, what's your favorite No Limit song?
Man, about it.
You know why? You know why Make 'Em Say was my favorite? Because I almost missed it. It was. I went home to write my verse. Full of fucking trees, full of that ooh wee, and fell asleep. I finished it, but still dozed off as I was writing it, and I guess like 3 hours had elapsed. So I go run to the studio. That song not on the board anymore. You know the pace, the work ethic, like you mentioned earlier. That's P had a work ethic. We can't be in the fucking studio with all that shit. Like
Right.
I was looking at that Tupac and Hammer, pumps and the bumps, Tupac was tired as hell. Let's fucking play that shit over and over. So anyway, when I got to the studio, the song wasn't on the board no more, and I was like, man, please pull that Make 'Em Say up. And a different producer was behind the board because KL did that track, and he wasn't there. He was gone. So Craig B was there, and I was like, Craig, please pull that Make 'Em Say, let me drop my verse on it. I got a verse for that bitch. He was like, man, that's close. We finished with that one. I went ratted. I ain't no rat, but I went told. Oh, P, man, tell that nigga, man, let me get my fucking voice cam in there. And I never do that, so he knew it was something. I ain't finna fight to get on no fucking song. If I ain't want to get, all right, good. I was tired. I like that shit anyway.
You knew it was a hit.
This one, I said, P, come on, bro, I got to. He went in there. He said, Craig, pull the shit up, man. Let the man get on there. Bitch, let me get my fucking
You said that boo boo.
Yeah, bitch, yeah, fuck. And everybody appreciated after that, for real.
So did they put you on the record last because you were late, or did they put you on the record
probably,
last?
Yeah. I probably would have been first. Yeah, I was last like a motherfucker. Yeah, because they understood who the champion lyricist was over there. No offense, I ain't bragging. I ain't trying to pat my own back. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I ain't just saying that to gas either.
Yeah.
I think that verse is similar to like Busta Rhymes' verse on Scenario. Like,
wow. Thank you, man. Wow, thank you. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to go in that category. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to going back last night, and I was like, yo, this record is hard, man. Like, this record is it's really, really, really hard. So with the docuseries being on BET, do you think that up until this point, do you think it's been an accurate portrayal of how things really were going down in No Limit?
Yes. When I watched the Straight Outta Compton, I heard the commentary of all the people that. When I watched the commentary after the Straight Outta Compton, and they were saying, it wasn't really like that. Listen, what I seen, that shit was so well done, man. We could tell, you know what I'm saying? We could tell it was bullshit. We could tell, man. It was accurate, man. It was very accurate. From what I seen, I don't know how everybody else story went, but the parts that I lived through and experienced and was around, it was very accurate, very, very. Especially that Suge part, that was accurate, man. That was accurate.
Yeah.
That was accurate.
RG? RG? Rich girl?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a rattling.
Little nickname. Oh, okay.
That
might be my chain. That might be my chain hitting now. Sorry.
Yeah,
we
used to all of that click, clack.
He said better jury.
I was about to say something, but I was like, you don't know me like that.
It looked real till y'all heard the rhinestone. You know what the rhinestone sound like, Mystikal? Stop playing, y'all know. Y'all know this is real. Stop playing. Stop it. I come from the era of real jewelry. If I don't have, I'm just not gonna wear jewelry. Fuck.
Right.
I go put on some Mardi Gras beads or something for real. Go give me for real. Stop it.
A medallion from back in the day.
So let us know what you're working on right now.
Ooh, nothing. Shit, trying to stay alive.
Okay.
No, things like this, man. I'm always working because I enjoy it. So just trying to get together and get my shit together and probably do me a podcast and something like, you know what I'm saying, and pay attention to how you guys use your platforms and take notes and, you know what I'm saying, edit out the shit that I see.
We're looking for a co-host. We're looking for another co-host. What you do?
Where y'all?
Your internet got to be right though. Your internet got to be right.
For real. My Wi-Fi got corona. Don't judge me. Fuck, my Wi-Fi fucked up over there. Maybe if I pay the cable bill, the Wi-Fi come back on. Huh?
Right,
but anyway,
that's how it works.
I ain't know. Fuck. I ain't know. Fuck. I ain't had no shows. Y'all want to book me? Y'all need a show?
I know you miss being on the road.
Oh man. I mean, not really, but man. I ain't in my 30s no more. They work the fuck out of me on the road and concerts, because my fans get me too hyped. They be too fucking hyped. I'm like, hold up now, y'all. I'm like, hold up now, y'all. Yeah, y'all just up there, you know what I'm saying, on the ground saying, go. I'm gonna be the motherfucker on the float getting in that fucking EMS. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, shit, for real.
I wanted to go back just a little bit. One of the things that was on my mind is the fact that you got an opportunity to work with the Neptunes at a very early age, like right before they you kind of helped them take off out of the stratosphere. What was the vibe like working with Pharrell and Chad back then? Because I in those early days, it was you, it was Nori with the Super Thug, like the Shakin' Fast record. That brought us to know the Neptunes as they are. So tell us.
I wasn't familiar. That was a move done by the record label and the A&R with Jive. I knew that. Oh no. I was like, damn, that bitch jam. And they said we're gonna get you in the studio with the Neptunes. And man, we went in there. It was just sheer excitement, man. It was fun. Yeah, that shit was fun. I mean, as the song was coming out, we knew it was gonna be something. We knew we had something special, man. We knew we had something special. That shit was.
You did.
We were excited. We were excited, man. We were excited.
Yeah,
you know how much ass I shake
and we knew it was something. Prove it. I'm lying. I'm lying.
I don't.
You'll do it.
I would do it. Like,
stop. I'm a Jehovah's Witness now. Stop. I can't watch you do
it.
You froze again.
It was the ass. It was the ass that froze him this time. The ass froze him this time. The ass is known to make them freeze. I mean,
when my lady give us some Wi-Fi, I'm gonna go ask him. I try to sneak that nigga past me. No, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm back. What y'all say? I'm back. Y'all heard me, man? Y'all fucking back. Edit that.
Sneak the password.
Fuck that nigga. He sit here on the show. His money ain't stop. He got a regular job. Fuck. Sick of the motherfucker. None of y'all don't need y'all grass cutting that. Not y'all Gucci.
I need a wall painted in here.
I got you. Ass shit, man. Real. I see these streets. And then they come with my parents. I know I should have been saving. Fuck. I knew I should have been fucking saving. But man. I gotta do better, man. I gotta do better, bro. I want to. I got to, man. I got to.
This ain't acceptable.
For real, bro. For real, bro. And the crazy part about it, man, I have everything that I need, everything that I want. Like for real, man. I'm blessed, man. Like how?
You are.
So it is. I'm
cell phone reliable Wi-Fi. That's all.
That's all that's missing in your life.
Oh no. No, I don't got no Wi-Fi for real. I ain't pay that cable bill. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
I ain't pay that bitch. Fuck that. I ain't pay that shit. Yeah, shit no. I'm watching TV home with some motherfuckers. Shit. Fuck that shit. I got a DVD library in this bitch shit. Yeah, I'm old school. Shit, I watch DVDs anyway. Fuck. Nigga.
You still got a DVD player. I ain't seen a DVD player. I don't know when they still got that.
It's Blu-ray. It's Blu-ray. What they got? What? Oh, Fire Stick. That I gotta get.
Yeah, that's where you gotta go. You gotta move on.
Yeah.
Or get a smart TV.
True.
You need Wi-Fi for that too.
Oh yeah. So you just do. You just do.
You might want to cancel Christmas. Yeah, just cancel Christmas.
You ain't gonna see New Year's. Yeah. You know, cancel Christmas because you ain't gonna even see New Year's. P, that you said that backwards, but no, that's how I do. All right, P, you right.
Right.
Let me really say that on the record. Cancel Christmas, you ain't gonna even see New Year. Boy, Christmas come first, P.
Oh,
that shit was funny, man. That you get it? That's how much fun we had in No Limit, man. And that's how hard that nigga was. He was not taking advice from us. I'm the boss. You right.
You're right.
Man, that shit was a blast, bro. It was a blast, you know. It was a blast.
Coming into No Limit, did you think it would grow into what it is now?
Kind of. Cause listen, they had done numbers already before I got there. I was like, fuck, them niggas doing that, and you know he wasn't. You seen the documentary? He wasn't a fucking rapper. He was. His vision was something else.
Basketball, right?
Being a rapper. Yeah, I don't know about that, but whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? His vision was, you know, beyond being just a fucking rapper. So, man, shit, boy. I couldn't. I knew it because I'm looking at the numbers that they doing. Not really serious about rap. I'm really into it, ready to go die right now behind being a rapper. I said, ooh, watch the numbers. I should be able to sell over here because he had the platform, man. He knew how to market to the ghetto. Jive, they didn't know how to market to the hoods, and you know what I'm saying,
right.
Ghetto like that. They meat and potatoes what Britney Spears was the pop music,
right,
not the rap music. So when they signed me and I debuted #1 on the fucking pop charts, they were like, shit, yeah, I told you I was cold, I'm cold, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I knew it was gonna go to that. I didn't have potential, you know. I wasn't really shocked, so because it was already it was big already. It was big.
Do you talk to them? Do you talk to people of No Limit still? Are you guys still close? Communicate?
I would have had this motherfucking radio. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I didn't see the tank. Oh, that's the tank. I didn't see the tank. So it's No Limit for life.
We've been touring. Right before the world broke, we were touring, man. We were actually on the No Limit tour. Oh, man, it was incredible. Man, y'all think that documentary was something, man. I stand on stage with No Limit and Master P and watch him do Bout It, and watch all the gangsters and killers in the crowd, the kids in the fucking eyes throwing their fucking setup, going in a circle. I'm like, man. For real, bro. That tour really takes them back in a moment in time, you know. That shit it's really fun.
So that was right before the corona?
Right before the world.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. But now we have something planned in October, you know.
What's one of the biggest lessons that you learned from P? The biggest lesson that you learned from P?
That you don't fucking know everything, because I thought motherfuckers couldn't tell me nothing, and everything he told me was true. It was true, for real, and especially a lot of dumbass mistakes I made. He forewarned me way ahead of time. You know, he got a clean insight. He was like, Mike, like, man, shut up, man. Watch it. You can't beat me at rapping, nigga. All right, go ahead, you know. Hard head make a soft ass, for real. I mean, and you do need and you do need a team, man. You do need a team. You can't do it all yourself. You can't. You can't. You know,
and that's what a lot of the young artists think. They think they can do it by themselves just because they have the internet, that they can do it all on their own. But like you said, teamwork makes the dream work. And I think, like, you know, we are sitting here as a testament to that. Like, all four of us who are on this show, every week on every Thursday, we do it as a team, and everybody plays a different part. Everybody plays a role. My role, of course, is the most important, but I don't know about the other three.
This shit would not fail without me. This shit would not even be in the water without me.
For real, because I forgot there was up there, young girl. I mean, we're talking about young girl. What you doing?
I mean?
Young girl. Change my name to Young Girl. I forgot the name was in there. I was looking at one box. All you need to look at, Miss.
Tired of looking at dudes.
All you need to look at, Mr. Good.
Watch it. Find that car. All right, let's stop. I told them to join witness. Let's stop. Stop. The deacon bird goes. I'm gonna get rid off the deacon bird. Let's stop. Shit. All right. Watch yourself. Gotta get beside yourself. I know. Go ahead, go. See, that's a good now. See.
I want to rap. So you want to do a song together, Mystikal? You want to do a song together? Are you?
Sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Come on, Showtime, give us a beat. Give us a beat. DJ Green. Run that shoot, DJ Green. Let's go.
Freestyle. I gotta get on the table.
My name is Rich Girl, and I got girl. I got a big ass, and I move it fast. I wanna be a rapper. I'm not a capper. I will go get your mama, and I'll get some daddy, and I'll get some daddy.
Ooh, Lord. I missed my cue. I got stuck on the big ass, but I done missed my cue. I was supposed to come in after that. Oh, I stuck. My bad. Get your daddy. And then I get your little girl in the pocket. I gotta do better. I gotta get more fucking discipline. That's what I gotta do. I like your style, love. I like your style. I like it.
I've been working on my craft.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a sue the fuck out you, but I do like your style. I'm a sue your ass, but I like it. You gotta get your own style, not bad magic. Shit.
Thank you.
Well, Mystikal, we ain't gonna hold you too long because I don't know if the internet gonna hold up much longer, man. So go ahead
how much longer we got.
And shout out the pay-per-view event that you got coming up because we want to show a whole lot of love for that.
Definitely.
And we want to make sure people tune in and lock you in and tap in.
See, I always got to promote something that I don't know shit about, but I do. I know I got one. I don't know. That's all I know. Yeah. Check it out, it's coming. When is
it coming?
My live stream, that's right.
Yeah.
I got live, not with the public stream. Man, I'm not with the public stream.
I'm trying to live you. Come on,
I know. I caught that bitch. I didn't know what to do with it. 2 second violation. Oh, fuck. Come on. No, it's a live. Listen, it's a live streaming concert coming up. There you go. Stay tuned. Watch out. That's right. Tonight. I don't know where, what, how, but it's gonna be dope. Whatever it is.
Let me help you out.
What's the information?
It's the Masquerade House Party. www.fiyahent.net starts at 8 o'clock on August 6th. Go there. Mystikal will be there. Comedian Shaddy Feelgood and DJ Mario will also be there. So tap in, man. Hit up Mystikal. Do you know your Instagram? Can you tell them how to follow you?
He don't.
What that shit called? What it is?
Instagram.
My nerves too bad for all that shit, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get with it, y'all. I'm gonna start. Do you know Willie D called me and said, come on, bro. We need you, man. Where you at? My nerves too bad, big brother. But I'm on Instagram at mind.mystical_. Follow me, please follow me, y'all. Most likely I ain't gonna follow you back, but please follow me. I don't know what to say. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck it up some kind of way. But that's it, though. Mind the Mystikal_. I don't be on it that much, and I don't want it, but it's mine. It's mine. Yeah. Mind the Mystikal.
All right, cool. That's what it is, man. We want to thank Mystikal for chopping it up with us, man. Excited to talk to the Unfiltered. It's been a huge pleasure, man.